customer is looking to have us replace his front wall, and it's a little bit of a unique situation. So he's got these timbers that are in front of actually a concrete wall that's currently behind it. So we're going to bid this a couple of different ways. First, we're going to bid to take out, just as a separate line item, what it would cost for us just to take out these timbers for him to see what the wall looks like behind it. He just wanted to have that as a kind of a separate thing. I told him that we can do it. We're not going to be the cheapest to do just that, but we can do it. So, all right, and then we're going to bid for these walls to be, now we're going to kind of in a tiered section, but he wants to have them, all 4 walls, bid separately. So that way, if he does it in chunks, he knows kind of what he's getting. I did tell him that we're going to bid them as if he's doing them all at once. So the cost of the dumpster and delivery and all that kind of stuff is going to be in like the front 2 walls or whatever it happens to be. But if he chooses to break them up, there will be extra charges for delivery and for all that stuff in dumpsters. So he's aware of that. So, all right. So this first wall is going to be, currently it's at 3 feet 2 inches. I'm going to say it's actually 3 feet 6 inches tall. So this first wall is going to be 3 feet 6 inches tall, going level across. The reason I say 3.6 is because he's getting, the earth is definitely coming down. It's gone over their old concrete wall, and he's just concerned that it's not, that it's going to continue to kind of erode down, which it will. But we'll take it at 3.6 in the center, so that way we can level it off, so we can keep it nice and level left and right. We won't have any step-ups, because there is a slight grade to it. It'll be slightly shorter on this side than it is on the right side, but having it at 3.6 in the middle should get us just fine for each side. We've also got, as you can see, returns on each side of the steps. So this is going to be bid 1 is this side, bid 2 is this side, bid 3 is a second tier that's behind this one. So you can kind of see where this tree is. We're going to be a little bit in front of that, but we'll have to bench out to this area along here, and we'll put in a second wall that is 2 feet, either 2 feet or 30 inches. Whatever's written, we'll go with that height. Because I measured it and wrote it down, but I forgot what it is already. So going across here, 2 feet. If he chooses to have that and bench it out, we're probably going to have to add a little bit of return on to the second wall that's over there. So add a few extra square feet for the return, both in front and behind the walls on this side. And then we'll also have to build a return on this side. And then bid 4 is going to be obviously this side. And I'm going to walk over here so you can kind of see. We do have a cement wall that's going up along the side, but best I can tell, it's separate from the cement wall that's in front of it, because you can kind of see right here, it's going down behind this wall a little ways back. So I'm thinking it's a separate pour from the other wall. So if it's not, then we'll just deal with that. We may have to make a straight down cut to get it to fit. So we've got those 4 parts. We're bidding it as Road Fond du Lac and Road Chilton. Go ahead and make the Road Fond du Lac a little less expensive, because it's definitely easier to work with. I also want to point out that we've got the concrete wall is inside. It's inside this wood here on both sides. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something, a little something, next to where the wall meets the little landing piece here. Maybe put in some limestone just to finish it up, because when we take out this cement, it's going to be a blank space. We're bidding to put the returns where the wood is, kind of going up the sides here. So you can see how they kind of poured this piece on top of the runner here. So this part of the cement is going to need to come out, so that way our wall can fit up right next to it, and not look stupid coming beside it. So yeah, I think that's it. So we've got the bid for just tearing out the wood so you can see what's there, and then we've got the 4 different walls bid with Fond du Lac or Chilton. So then at the end of the estimate, he asked us to take a look at something in his backyard. So he does have access to get to his backyard. You can see the That's his yard back there. There's space to get through with his skid over here. Okay. On his back patio over here, you can see he's got this concrete right here. He wants to know what it costs to get a little more space. So this hill that you see right here, that's coming around over here, he wants it to get excavated back. So we'd have to excavate back about 7 feet from the patio here. And then we'd put a wall in here to hold it up. So I've got about 19 linear feet of wall that would need to go in. It would be at 30 inches coming across here for the bulk of it, and then it would step down as grade starts to come down here. We can give him John Meyer's number to do the concrete work here, and he probably also needs to do the railing, the runner going in here, because that's breaking up pretty good as well. So don't forget, when we bid this, we're also going to need to put, because as we excavate this back, this area in here is going to be lower, so we have to put a return wall on this side as well.